Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this particular video, we'll be looking into the architecture of this project, Text-to-SQL. So basically, I'll be explaining you with the high level architecture of how the pipeline, or I would say the workflow, is gonna be, what all techniques we are going to apply in this, and how it is connected. What tools and techniques we'll be using it, we'll also discuss that in short. And from the next video, we'll be starting with the actual implementation of the code. So stay tuned for that. For now, let's start with the architecture. So first comes in the user interface. And for creating the interface, that means the UI, will be using Streamlit. So basically, whenever a user will visit the application, he or she will visit through this user interface. This user interface will comprise of certain features as shown in the previous video. So this particular user interface will accept a natural language query from the user, and whatever output it gets after processing from the entire pipeline will be also shown on the same interface. So this is the usage of this particular component. Next. So the next component will be the query validation layer. So this is going to be very important because user can put any query. It can be something which is related to our application, or it can be anything out of the box. It also can be some rubbish text, or it can be certain malicious text. So for that, this particular validation layer has to be put in, which will primarily will distinguish between SQL versus conversational queries. So yes, this is the basic use of this particular layer. So basically, let's say your user query is just a hi message or some greetings message. So instead of moving on to the entire pipeline and getting everything executed just to reply back a hello, here only it will get distinguished and a natural language response will be delivered to the user. If the query is a rubbish text, a gibberish text, then in that case, or a malicious text, then in that case, it is also handled here and a natural language response will be given to that particular user then and there. If the query is genuine, then it will then sent, then only that particular query will be sent to the next steps in the entire pipeline. Otherwise, it will be strictly filtered out there. So this is the significance of this particular layer. This is very important. It might look simple, but yes, it is very required. Now, once the query passes all the tests, that means if it is a genuine one related to our application, then in that case, the next stage that it will go is SQL generation stage. So basically, your natural language query here will then be converted into SQL query. Now that will be done with the help of a large language model. Now, whatever large language model you choose, that will be totally your choice. So basically, we'll be writing a proper, well formatted, and uh, well documented prompt in which we'll be including every single validation steps as well as the process how a natural language query has to be converted into a SQL query, along with all the required measures that has to be taken. With this step, our natural language query will be converted into a SQL query. Now, once the SQL query has got generated, next it will go to the execute query section. So basically, here this acts as a query executor. Whatever SQL has got generated earlier, it will be executed and output will be fetched. Now, this has a proper connection with the database. There we have all the tables, we have all the schema that is present, we have all the records present. So here in this particular stage we'll be connecting, or will be sending this particular SQL generation, will be sending this particular stage SQL generations output, that is the SQL query, to this particular query engine, wherein it will execute it and it will send this back to the control of the program. Now the output of this particular stage can be a data which is fetched from the query engine, or it can be an error message because the SQL generated was not correct or up to the mark, or it might contain certain needs for validation. If the SQL that has got generated provides when executed, gives a proper output which is fetched from the database after execution, then in that case it will simply be sent to further processing, which is the format answer section. Now here the answer will be formatted. So basically this format answer section will be including the usage of LLM. Whatever execution results we have gotten from the previous stage, that execution results will be sent to the LLM in this particular stage, and the LLM will provide a proper natural language output which will be understandable by the user, even if the user is non-technical person. So that is the significance of this particular stage. Now there might be another case wherein the execute query section fails. In the execution of the SQL query that is generated from the previous stage, there might be a chance that that generated query was wrong, because of which the execution failed. Now, when the execution fails, it will go to another stage. So basically this stage will be called as a corrector stage, wherein the error that has come from this particular stage along with the sequel that is generated from the previous stage will go to the corrector. Corrector includes the usage of an LLM. Both of these inputs will be given to the LLM and will ask the LLM with the proper prompt instructions that you will have to analyze what has gone wrong, and you need to try to fix the query. The corrector will output another SQL generated query which when executed should not fail. These two things are in sync. If the execution fails, it will go to the corrector. Corrector when executes again will throw the output to the execute query. The query will execute again, and if it is successful, it will go to the format answer section. If not, then again the corrector will come into picture. Now this cycle will go on continuously if there is some gap. So that so because of which will pass the field will pass the failed execution to the character only twice. If more than two times this particular character fails to generate a proper SQL query, then in that case we won't send it to the character, or the format answer section will simply end that particular process at that moment only, and will ask the user to kindly recheck the query or rephrase it and then pass it to the entire pipeline. So this is the significance of this particular section. Here, proper error handling is taken into consideration. Now, as I said, this entire thing will be in sync with your MySQL database. So now here specifically I have used MySQL database. You can use your own database, whatever you want. It can be SQLite, it can be PostgreSQL, anything. Okay, the logic remains the same. The only thing is that there might be certain different connection logics which you can simply get it easily from the official documentations. For now in this particular project I have used MySQL database. Now once the entire execution from uh, goes till the format answer, once the answer has got come out from the LLM, the final answer from the LLM that can be presented to the user when it comes from the format answer section then be passed on to the RAGAS evaluation. So basically here the answer relevancy, or I would say answer accuracy, will be checked. Now how it is going to be checked, you can see we have gotten a formatted answer. That is the final thing that has to be presented to the user. That thing, along with the execution results that we have gotten from the previous stage, along with the SQL that was generated from the previous stage, and along with the actual user query, which was the natural language query which initially the user has given. So all these four things will be passed on to the RAGAS evaluation module, and it will simply calculate a score between 0 to 1, 0 being least accurate, 1 being most accurate. So this will give us a score, and with the formatted answer, this score will also be given to the user on the UI on the front end. so that the user can easily analyze and trust the answer that has got come out from the entire pipeline. So you can see both of these things that we have computed, both these things will be then given to the user through this particular front end only, that is the Streamlit application. So I hope this thing is clear. The query comes in, it will be checked in the query validation layer. SQL will be generated only if the query is valid, otherwise a natural language response will be given to the user back. SQL that is generated from the natural language query will then be sent to the execution step, wherein it will be executed on the MySQL databases and it will give some result. If the execution fails, it will be sent to the corrector for maximum twice. Otherwise, if it is fail if it fails for the third time also, then it will be sent back to the user that you have to that user needs to validate the natural language query or rephrase it and then send it back. If the execution passes, then in that case it will be formatted. The answer will be formatted with the help of LLM. A natural language response will be given to the user. Along with that, a score will also be generated from the RAGAS evaluation matrices, specifically the answer accuracy matrix, wherein will be providing all the outputs from the previous 3 to 4 stages and will ask the RAGAS to give a particular to give a score between 0 to 1. And then along with the answer, this score will also be given to the user interface. So I hope this entire text to SQL pipeline high level architecture is clear to you all. Now, considering this particular architecture, will be moving on further with the implementation. And let me tell you one thing, that all these things we are going to develop with the help of LangGraph agentic framework. So there are a lot of technologies that are involved in this. You will get to learn a lot of things. So if you are excited, please hit the like button and also hype this particular video. If you like this particular video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell icon and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Please join me on Telegram. Thanks for watching. Have a good day ahead.